Central Minnesota Sports Hub. It's the Morning Sports Desk, presented by Wadena's Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade. Available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts, and streaming on YouTube.
It is the Morning Sports Desk, powered by Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena. I'm CJ Baumgartner, recording a little bit later than normal here, but just we got a lot of stuff going on as we get you ready for the start of the next high school sports season. You can find that full broadcast schedule when you go online to Wadena-Radio.com or the Superstation K-106 mobile app. You can also check out a few of our football, our volleyball, our cross country, our girls tennis previews, all of which you can find not only at Wadena-Radio.com or on Sports Cow on Facebook, but also when you search Hubbard Radio-Wadena on YouTube, you can find that. You can also find those preview videos on episodes of the Morning Sports Desk, powered by Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena. And by the way, we are going to have like half of those football previews coming up on today's show for you to enjoy. So hang with us a little bit later in the program for that. Before we get into our games today that we need to preview, I want to talk about the good folks at the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena. Have you joined them yet for Wing Night? Every Thursday night, you can get all the wings you want from 5 to 8 in the evening on the legendary Pizza Ranch Buffet. Enjoy boneless and traditional wings in a variety of sauces, and don't forget to add a side of fries too, because, well, I'll be honest, I could get a whole big plate of mashed potatoes, but you best believe I'm also going to throw some French fries on there because, well, French fries go good with anything. And you just go to the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena. Downtown, you'll see the glow, the beckoning of the FunZone Arcade calling you in, the aroma of pizza and wings and chicken and all that other stuff is just going to bring you in as well. When you go to the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena, every Thursday night is wing night. And hey, today is Thursday. If you're not making it out to the game, or heck, maybe you might as well go get a pregame meal, head on over to the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena. It's the place to be. And again, every Thursday night, it's wing night on the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena's legendary buffet. That's the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena. They do some great stuff over there. Go check them out. Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena, proud sponsors of the Morning Sports Desk. All right, we got a little bit of volleyball to talk about. Our first time discussing volleyball on the Morning Sports Desk, powered by Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena. Let's get a game that's happening not too far away from now. It's a 4:45 pregame, 5 o'clock first serve. Yeah, this game got moved up between the Staples-Motley Cardinals and the Foley Falcons. Let's get a little tail of the tape here, shall we? The Staples-Motley Cardinals, of course, head coached by Gretchen Beslin. They are 3-2 overall this season. 1-2 in Section 6 AA, 1-0 on the road, 2-2 in neutral site settings. They have yet to play a game this season against a Heart of Lakes Conference opponent. They took on Foley and Piers and Pillager and Perham in a tournament in Royalton last Friday. They went 2-2, losing matches 2-0 to Foley and Piers, but winning 2-0 against Pillager and Perham as well. So that's where things sit right now for the Staples-Motley Cardinals. They did beat Verndale as well on Tuesday, 3-0 in Verndale. And now that sets up their first home match of the season at the Nest in Perham. This, by the way, is the first ever volleyball game that'll take place at the Nest, because it didn't open officially until after the volleyball season was coming to a close. So this will be the first ever game for volleyball at the Nest, which is just so exciting. Corey Tackman's got the call. You can hear it again on 98.5 FM and AM1430 KNSP, The Fan. 4:45 pregame, 5 o'clock first serve. For Foley, by the way, they are 4-1 on the year, 3-1 in Section 6 AA, 0-1 in the Granite Ridge Conference, 4-0 in neutral site games, 0-1 on the road. Of course, they beat Staples-Motley, Perham, Pillager, and Menahga, all 2-0, but then lost to Albany 3-0 on Tuesday, and we'll see what happens there in that matchup. Let's talk about our other one here tonight between the Wadena-Deer Creek Wolverines and also against, they will take on, I should say, the Perham Yellow Jackets, A little Section 8 AA regular season volleyball here. East Grand Forks is who Wadena-Deer Creek played on Tuesday. That's how they got their season off and running. They got the 3-0 victory. So again, 1-0 overall, 1-0 in Section 8 AA, 1-0 on the road. Once again, Wadena-Deer Creek going on the road. They're going to be at the Hive tonight in Perham to take on the old Yellow Jackets, who are 0-1 on the season. They played Thief River Falls, a section opponent, on Tuesday and lost in Thief over there. And that's where things sit with each of these schools. Perham has not beaten Wadena-Deer Creek in a couple of years at least. If you remember, Wadena-Deer Creek's only lost 2 section games in the last 2 seasons combined, and both of those losses came last year to Holly. Don't know if you know, they were the state champions in Class 2A a season ago. So it'll be a new look Wadena-Deer Creek team. Again, they graduate their setter, Addison Gravel, and a few other key contributors as well. Of course, Peyton Gravel is still there. Jada Dykoff's still there. A couple other heavy hitters that they are looking to try and do some stuff, if you will. And the biggest storyline of them all is for Wadena-Deer Creek. New head coach for the first time in a long time. Head coach Sue Volkman retired at the end of last season. She retired last spring. Over 600 wins, 650 wins, just an incredible coaching career. She's deciding to hang up the old clipboard. And now Courtney Thunberg, her daughter, is going to roam the sidelines of Wadena-Deer Creek. Thunberg was on Wadena-Deer Creek's staff for 7 seasons. Of course, as Courtney Volkman, she was a key player for the Wadena-Deer Creek state championship run in 2010, had a volleyball career at the Great Bemidji State University, and has since came back to, again, help out coaching Wadena-Deer Creek volleyball, and is now the head coach of Wolverine volleyball. She got her first career win on Tuesday and only has like 640 some more to go if she wants to, catch her mom. All right, well, this is going to be a great one. It's on the Superstation K-106, 105.9 FM, streaming online at Wadena-Radio.com and the Superstation K-106 mobile app. 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock pregame, 7:15 first serve, somewhere in there. As we all know, it kind of depends on when the JV game gets done. They like to roll right into that. So it's going to be on tonight, Superstation K-106. Just listen all day, and then you won't miss it. That'll be the perfect way to do it. You can also follow Sports Cow on Facebook. We will kind of post when we're going live on the air. It's always a good way to check things out there in that regard as well. I believe that is all the things I have. One more thing for Perham, too. Again, they're looking to build off of second-year head coach Paige Thompson and her staff. They're trying to see if they can get things going. If you remember, these Perham Yellow Jackets last year put up an 11-18 campaign. They had 4 section wins. They were 4-6 in the Heart of Lakes Conference, and their season came to an end in the second round of playoffs when they lost to Holly, which, a lot of teams did last year. Same for Wadena-Deer Creek, had their seasons come to a close against the Nuggets. All right, that's going to do it for my spiel of our games to watch. Remember, you can find the full broadcast schedule online at Wadena-Radio.com. Superstation K-106 mobile app. We're going to preview some football games tomorrow. I am so excited to do that. And once again, you can find it all, Morning Sports Desk, powered by Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena, wherever you get your podcasts, as well as on YouTube and the Superstation K-106 mobile app, Wadena-Radio.com. Sports Cow on Facebook, always a great place to go to catch some of those as well. All right, we're going to play our football previews, and we're going to get out of here for the day. So I'm CJ Baumgartner, and we will catch you next time. Wadena-Deer Creek football is ready to leap back into action in 2025. Head coach Kyle Petermeyer is prepping his team for the season opener against Long Prairie Gray Eagle on August 29th.
We're super excited for the year. Obviously, just having a bad taste the way last year ended in our mouth, that we can just get out here and play football.
Injuries to upperclassmen kept WDC from playing in their final 2 games of the 2024 season. This year, the Wolverines returned 10 combined juniors and seniors, still remaining a young squad back for another opportunity to compete and grow as a team.
We talked about that last year so much that we're just trying to gain as much experience as we can. So the kids know that every game they're going to get a little bit better, and if we can get that much better by the end of the year, we'll see what happens.
Coach Petermeyer is in his 7th season at the helm of Wolverines football, continuing year 2 of converting to a triple option offense. WDC's ready to take another step forward.
I think it's been good for us just to have guys who have been in the system for a year. So then if I'm not around or a coach isn't right there every time, we can have kids correct other kids in the right way, appropriate way, and just make sure they're all on the same page.
Senior defensive lineman Blake Sundheim is eager to pop the pads again.
I just like hitting them. I really like turning the corner, so at the end when you just come around, I think I got a quick corner.
Getting win number 1 last season against Pine River Bacchus was Sundheim's favorite football moment. He's ready to lead the way for the young team and make more memories in 2025.
I like to lead by example, so if I go 100% every rep, everybody else be better going 100%.
It's Hori Pinella is the Wolverines' senior running back, but he says it's second nature to create havoc on defense.
I love getting in there and messing stuff up. Definitely a lot of instinct, got being a D lineman from my dad, so it's definitely in my blood.
Knowing it's his last run, Pinella has opponents like New York Mills circled on the calendar, but he also acknowledges the importance of leading the way as a senior.
I think I can get a lot of these guys to really get the right mindset and get their head in the right direction.
A host of new schools will be on the 2025 schedule. Coach Peter Meyer enjoys the rivalries of New York Mills, Menahga, and Staples-Motley, but knows it will be an opportunity every week to ascend as a team, no matter who they play.
Our kids are just ready to get out and play a game, play against another team, so we're just excited to get whoever we play and hopefully get a little bit better each game and make it through and get to the end of the season.
In Wadena, CJ Baumgartner reporting for Superstation K-106, KWAD, and Sports Cow. Thank you to our sponsors for making this fall sports preview video possible. Central Building Supply, First International Bank and Trust, Kern and Tawbury, Leaf River Ag, Southside Sinclair, Verndale School, West Central Telephone, and Lakewood Health. As the 2025 high school football season approaches, the Sebeka Trojans stand ready at the gates of a new campaign.
Oh, it's so fun. I love it. I love football season.
The Trojans are in their 5th season of Sebeka football, once again guided by head coach Tanner Burgow. Ground and pound on a run-first approach will be the specialty of choice for the Sebeka offense.
Just want to pound the rock all year long. We want to run the ball down your throat, and hopefully we can keep that going this year.
Sebeka will rely on their 3 seniors and 9 juniors to lead the march in 2025, leaning on their previous years of varsity experience to make another leap this fall.
Definitely helps when you have guys that have been now starting 2-3 years now, just in a leadership and teaching other kids, plays and how we act out here on the field. It definitely helps out big time.
Leading the ground game on the offensive line is senior and starting center Henry Erickson. Coming back for his 2nd year as the offensive starting point, Erickson will lean on his past knowledge to guide the line.
I feel it's a little bit tougher than some of the other line positions because you gotta get the ball to the quarterback before you go and hit someone. So you got to make sure that you handle the ball and do your job on your blocking duties.
Laying down blocks is the best part for Erickson, just as much as getting the ball across the goal line on Friday nights.
I like center because I like offense, because I like scoring the ball.
Parker Kaiser is one senior ready to step up in his final season in purple.
Just get to play all with people you love, just surrounded by a bunch of your friends, Helps, you can be a leader more, tell people what to do, show them, all where to go and stuff like that. Just helps the team out.
Defensively, Kaiser loves being able to throw the pads around as a linebacker.
Just being able to hit guys, play defense, stuff like that.
Another linebacker is senior Cooper Reif, who is itching for another opportunity to play underneath the Friday night lights.
So excited. I just want to be out there so bad. We got the scrimmage on Saturday, so I'm going to play my heart out.
Kickoff to the 2025 season starts when Sebeka hosts Killier North home on August 28th. However, they add another level of excitement when it comes to playing their regional rivals.
Yeah, you kind of want to treat every game the same, but it's always Bertha's always a fun game to play, and Verndale, they've had our number here the past few years, so that's always a game that we have circled too that we want to try to take care of business in.
Trojan football continues to build, getting more and more experience to give their fans something to cheer about under the Friday night lights each and every weekend.
I'm just really excited because my favorite part of football is probably the atmosphere, and so just to be able to go and play under the Friday night lights with the whole school there, I feel like that's
that's probably the best part about it.
In Sebeka, CJ Baumgartner reporting for Superstation K-106, KWAD, and Sports Cow. Thank you to our sponsors for making this fall sports preview video possible. Central Building Supply, First International Bank and Trust, Kern and Tawbury, Leaf River Ag, Southside Sinclair, Verndale School, West Central Telephone, and Lakewood Health System. Staples-Motley football is back following a 12-win season and their first state tournament appearance in 2 decades, resulting in a Prep Bowl appearance.
I think about it every day. I want to win a state championship, and we're so close.
We're starting to get a little more contact going. All right, so tomorrow...
Fourth-year head coach Drew Potter's team is locked in, putting last season behind and focusing on finding their way back to the biggest stage in 2025.
These kids, these seniors especially, want to carve out their own path, but we still feel like we have something to do.
The Cardinals return many of their electric skill position players, but the early weeks of camp have been focused on filling out other areas of the depth chart.
We have our position players back for the most part, and the problem was obviously filling in on that offensive line and defensive line. We're feeling really good about where our offense and defensive line are.
One of those offensive linemen is senior center and right side linebacker Riley Reese, who says the new look offensive line is coming together, starting with proper communication.
That's probably the most essential thing, to be a unit. If you all move in sync, you can have an undersized line and still move bigger guys. You just need to work together. You have to stay really low and take good angles, and you got another big guy to move in front of you, and you got to make room for your runners.
The line will look to pave the way for senior running back Colby Tappy. Using last season's run as motivation, he knows the Cardinals are no longer underdogs going into the 2025 campaign.
That Barnesville game for sure was definitely a highlight, but I think this year there'll be more to come too, especially after being looked down on last year and not being, one of the top seeds in the state and coming off and getting second place. I mean, I think there's definitely a goal to get first this year, and I think we can do it.
Starting quarterback and a senior, Eli Rutten knows how far both he and the team have come throughout his varsity career.
My confidence in decision-making kind of as a quarterback. Got to be a leader out there, lead the offense, and keep my team together, and that's definitely been a big area of growth from my freshman to senior year.
Being a defending section champion and Prep Bowl participant means a tougher schedule, including rematches with Pillager and Barnesville, along with several Class 3A teams. The Cardinals know they belong, but no week will be easy.
Our motto this year is respect all and fear none, and I think that's great. We need to continue respecting everybody and not afraid to play anybody. So, that's kind of our mantra this year, and I think it'll pay off.
Kickoff for 2025 starts at home against East Grand Forks, and enthusiasm for Cardinal football is at an all-time high. Coach Potter and company know that what once may have been a lofty goal is now an expectation for the 2025 season.
That is the goal. I think a lot of guys have that. They want a state championship. They had a taste of the runner-up, and now they want this whole thing.
In Staples, CJ Baumgartner reporting for Superstation K-106, KNSP The Fan, and Sports Cow. Thank you to our sponsors for making this fall sports preview video possible. Central Building Supply, First International Bank and Trust, Kern and Tawbury, Leaf River Ag, Southside Sinclair, Verndale School, West Central Telephone, and Lakewood Health Menahga System. Braves football keeps building, bringing out a record number of nearly 30 athletes since returning to Menahga football in 2020.
It's really fun, just being with the boys.
A team stocking up on varsity experience the last couple seasons, the Braves, led by head coach Chris Cole, look to make the leap in the upcoming battle that is the 2025 campaign.
We're going to be playing men against men, and they've kind of taken their beatings, and they know they've taken their beatings, and they believe that it's their turn, right? Their turn to be the guys on top, and they truly believe that.
Menahga coaches love their depth in the running back room, led by junior tailback Conrad Cole.
Just gotta be mean.
A violent running style is what he hopes to bring to the Braves, keeping it simple on the field.
Finding a hole and going yard.
Those running backs will be guided by Menahga's offensive line. Winning in the trenches are where Coach Cole knows their success matters most.
It's ultimately going to come down to how durable our line is, staying healthy, conditioning, can they play.
A leader on the offensive line is right tackle Tanner Trombley. The senior may be undersized compared to traditional offensive tackles, but with years of experience, he feels he can turn it into a strength.
I'm smaller than most tackles. I'm weigh about 150, 155, so I may not be as strong, but I'm quick and agile, so I'm able to get around people a lot quicker than most.
Senior Dean Torma is ready to fly all over the field in any position the team needs him to be in, but loves roaming the middle of the field as a linebacker.
You get to hit people every time. So fun.
Torma's favorite football memory was upsetting New York Mills during his freshman season. Now he wants to make more memories in his final year on the gridiron in front of the Menahga fans.
It's going to be great. I'm getting shivers and goosebumps just thinking about it right now. Even.
The 2025 schedule is filled with local rivals like Wadena-Deer Creek, New York Mills, Ottertail Central, and others. It's a welcome sight for Coach Cole, who feels his team has an opportunity to continue growing Braves football into this season and beyond.
We have had good fan support, especially here at home. And I think if we can come out and then get a win or two early, that I think that the town, the community would just be ecstatic. So if we can start putting a couple wins together early on in the season, I think that's going to build huge momentum. Get running through some offensive plays.
In Menahga, CJ Baumgartner reporting for Superstation K-106, KWAD, and Sports Cow. Thank you to our sponsors for making this fall sports preview video possible. Central Building Supply, First International Bank and Trust, Kern and Tawbury, Leaf River Ag, Southside Sinclair, Verndale School, West Central Telephone, and Lakewood Health System. Ready to start a new season once again, the Pillager Husky football team is gearing up to pull the sled in 2025.
I think we have a lot of talent. It's just executing and working hard in practice.
Racing during the 2025 season will feature a big challenge, with double and AAA schools lined all the way through the schedule, including an August 28th season opener in War Road, along with over 1,000 miles round trip of travel on the road this campaign.
As soon as you look, you're beat.
It's a challenge, but fourth-year Husky head coach Paul Clark wants to make his team's presence felt each and every week.
I hope we play good, hard-nosed football, and teams win or lose, they feel it. When we play them, we feel it.
Pillager is led on the field by their 12 seniors, a unit fully immersed in Coach Clark's system and ready to springboard from last season's 7-win performance. Landon Albertson is ready to turn on the heat for his senior season.
We got to be intense, and we got to just 100% every down, not thinking about it, just go 100%.
Continuing that intensity is senior linebacker and offensive tackle Lucas Hoglund.
Because I get to hit people for fun.
While it sounds simple, roaming the middle of the field isn't always easy as a linebacker.
Trying to read around everyone else's positions, more of like if someone else makes a mistake, I kind of got to work around that.
Battling in the trenches is tough work for senior lineman Earl Brown. Popping the pads on the offensive line is what drives him the most.
I'm a bigger dude, I'm a heavier dude. It's easier for me to play. It's just fun. I don't know. It's fun to go pancake guys instead of getting pancaked sometimes.
A rematch with their #1 rival Staples-Motley is on the Huskies' minds. It's been top of mind for senior running back and linebacker Tyson Decker.
Every game is really important, but I'm really pumped up for Staples.
They know each game is a challenge. At the same time, being under the Friday night lights is a reward for the work they are clocking in the first week of practice.
Practices right now suck. We tell them all the time. It's not fun going through these first 2 weeks in the hot sun. It's humid and you're sore and we're making you do all this stuff. The games is what's fun, and we look at it as that's your paycheck. All right, you put in the work in the week, your paycheck comes on Friday night, and man, I can't wait.
In Pillager, CJ Baumgartner reporting for Superstation K-106 and Sports Cow. Thank you to our sponsors for making this fall sports preview video possible. Central Building Supply, First International Bank and Trust, Kern and Tawbury, Leaf River Ag, Southside Sinclair, Verndale School, West Central Telephone, and Lakewood Health System. New York Mills football is entering a new era in 2025.
That's what makes us a better football team right there.
Head coach Matt Radnicki retired after 3 decades of leadership leading the Eagles football program. Now it's time for first-year head coach Zach Hawking to fly Eagles football into a new chapter.
It's a whole different feeling coming in this year. Matt has been here for a long time, and really appreciate what Matt's done here and what he helped me along the way and what I look forward to doing in the upcoming seasons.
Hawking spent 3 seasons on the Eagles coaching staff, working his way up to coaching the offensive and defensive lines the last 2 seasons. Now he's ready for the opportunity to be the program's next head coach.
First year, it's a learning curve.
It's a smaller but dedicated group of Eagle athletes preparing for the battle of the 2025 season. But no matter who is on the field, Coach Hawking is ready to continue the mainstays of New York Mills football's ground and pound approach while adding his own identity.
Our message was, do the little things right. Right now we have to focus on the little things. We have to focus on our fundamentals. Don't get me wrong, we're still going to be that power football team. We're going to run the ball, but look for us to have the ball in the air too. It's a big part of our game. Football's changing. We have to change too.
Gage Brazel is ready for the change of pace, citing his ability to consistently grab the football in the air as his calling card.
I've worked on it, yeah, but I feel like once my sophomore year came around, it just became natural for me to catch the football, and ever since then, it's been easy.
Another senior ready to leave it all out on the field is running back Finn Roeder.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm shaking right now. I'm ready for it. I'm ready.
With opponents like Wadena-Deer Creek, Menahga, and Parker's Prairie on the schedule, both Brazel and Roeder know they need to be sharp, not only with their play, but also as senior leaders.
All seniors are going to have to step up and show the young guys, because we have a lot of young guys, and we got to show them how to play Eagle football and just be there for them and teach them, guide them along the way.
Be the hardest working guy there and lead by example. Because then the oldest guy is the hardest working guy, and that means everyone's going to fall in place, and they're going to work hard too.
Eagles coaches and players are entering a new chapter together, but one thing is always the same: the thrill of playing under the lights on Friday nights in front of their home fans.
Friday Night Lights is something special, and yeah, it's a big part of New York Mills, and I hope it gets bigger. I hope people are just flooding the stands.
In New York Mills, CJ Baumgartner reporting for the Superstation K-106, KWAD, and Sports Cow.
1, 2, 3, family! Go get some water, get a little break.
Thank you to our sponsors for making this fall sports preview video possible: Central Building Supply, First International Bank and Trust, Kern and Tawbury, Leaf River Ag, Southside Sinclair, Verndale School, West Central Telephone, and Lakewood Health System. Kickoff to the 2025 football season is fast approaching for the Perham Yellow Jackets.
They're excited. The boys are thrilled to just be out here.
And fast is exactly how third-year head coach and 2012 Perham graduate Jesse Hine wants to compete.
We got a lot of speed out here this year, and just play fast with your hair on fire, and just again rally to the football and defense, and make them cover us from sideline to sideline on offense, and score a lot of points.
A young Yellow Jackets team went through a learning curve a season ago, but now with a year of varsity experience, Coach Hine is already seeing a ramp-up of intensity and fundamentals in the first weeks of practice.
So some of those sophomore guys who probably would have been pretty good JV players ended up having to play a lot for us on Friday nights, and baptism by fire a little bit, but this year we're definitely reaping the benefits from that, and the expectation is set, and now we just have to go execute.
Senior wide receiver and linebacker Ty Rooney is excited to build upon last year's experience, especially after scoring his first varsity touchdown in the final game of the season.
Just playing football, that's just my favorite part.
Leadership is important for Rooney as one of the seniors on the team, which means his final football season in Perham is about wins, not stats.
For me, my focus is only on the team. I could care less about what I am as an individual. The only focus that I have is team-wise. So we're going to just try to rack up as many wins as we can and just do all the best things that we can.
Another senior ready to lead on the field is Tristan Larson, starting at linebacker and, more importantly, relaying the play call from the sideline to the huddle.
I love defense. I love getting on the ball out there and just making plays. That's probably one of my favorite things.
It's a schedule full of tough opponents again in 2025. Larson is ready for every game, although he has one particular matchup circled against the Staples-Motley Cardinals on September 19th.
We wrestled them, so they got a lot of people I know. I got a couple of buddies on that team, but just honestly, there's been a kind of a rivalry between, for wrestling at least. So a lot of them guys have a rivalry with us.
Coach Hine and company are gearing up for the season opener in Park Rapids against the Panthers on August 29th. With a squad that's another year wiser, the Yellow Jackets are ready to make a buzz this fall.
When it comes time to hear the whistles blowing and strap on the helmet, it's definitely they're ready to go, and they're itching to get after it.
I'm always itching to put on some pads and a helmet and just go out there and crack with the boys. But honestly, it's a great feeling. There's nothing like it.
In Perham, CJ Baumgartner reporting for Superstation K-106 and Sports Cow. Thank you to our sponsors for making this fall sports preview video possible. Central Building Supply, First International Bank and Trust, Kern and Tawbury, Leaf River Ag, Southside Sinclair, Verndale School, West Central Telephone, and Lakewood Health System. After back-to-back winning seasons, the Browerville Eagle Valley Tiger football team is looking to keep the streak going. Head coach Ribsy Petermeyer has been at the helm of Tiger football for 24 years.
I'll tell you what, we're working hard.
His latest squad is looking to reload after graduating a class of 9 seniors that played in all 3 phases of the game. Now Coach Petermeyer is hoping his 9 seniors and 8 juniors can rise to the challenge, even if it means stepping out of their comfort zone.
It's a practice-by-practice situation, and it's a drill-by-drill, and as long as you see them getting better each time they do something, we just want to get better each and every practice and get us ready to play Frazee that first Friday night of the season.
A returning contributor from last season is senior running back and linebacker Kavian Twardowski.
Should be a good year, and hopefully kick it off with a bang here. So.
He is ready to make his presence felt on the field and also as a senior leader by building camaraderie with his teammates.
Football camp with boys is great, you know. I mean, you make some of the best memories you possibly will. And you'll remember them forever. And like on the football field too, you got to be more vocal, you know, be more of a leader. And even at practice, you got the younger kids.
Senior lineman Tate Strom can't wait to play underneath the Friday night lights in his final football season.
There's nothing better than the cheering and music playing right before and the energy that's in the crowd.
And there are a couple teams he's especially ready to go up against.
All of them but BB or USA are going to be a couple of our harder teams, so it'd be fun to play them and have a chance to beat them.
To Coach Petermeyer, it doesn't matter who is on the schedule as long as his team has an opportunity to compete.
I've been doing this long enough, and I tell the kids all the time, every single Friday night should be exactly the same thing. We don't have a rival. Every Friday night is a rivalry for us because we want to win that game. And whoever we're going to play next, that shouldn't matter to you. It's who you're playing this Friday night. Football is a little different because you only get 8 times to show what you can do, and you better be ready each and every night.
In Browerville, CJ Baumgartner reporting for Superstation K-106 and Sports Cow. Thank you to our sponsors for making this fall sports preview video possible. Central Building Supply, First International Bank and Trust, Kern and Tawbury, Leaf River Ag, Southside Sinclair, Verndale School, West Central Telephone, and Lakewood Health System. Bertha-Hewitt football is ready to roll this fall.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
The Bears are being led by a group of 8 seniors, continuing to build momentum and winning more games year after year since going 0-9 during their freshman season.
They've experienced some wins now and some big wins, and having that experience is just so huge for us right now, and we got to rely on those 8 seniors this year.
5th-year head coach and 2011 Bertha-Hewitt alumni Jared Humberg is excited about what this group of seniors leading the team can accomplish.
Sky's the limit right now. It's hard to put a finger on a direct outcome, but like I said, when you have the seniors we do, to have high expectations, anything's possible.
Bertha-Hewitt will again pride themselves on running the football, limiting mistakes, and getting a big play or two. A senior ready to make big plays is Rowan Hauer, a tight end on offense and a defensive end. Hauer says his biggest thrill comes from the defensive side of the football.
I love defense. Just love it. People kind of underestimate my size, but I can get in there sometimes and make some plays.
Coach Humberg says this is a player-led team, leaning on his seniors to help guide them along the way. Trenton Becker is one Bear ready to meet that challenge in his final football season.
The last year really kicks in like, hey, we gotta really push it this year and give it our all because it's one last hurrah.
Becker is listed as a guard and free safety on the program. Still, he knows he can make his presence felt in a number of ways on the gridiron.
I'm here for the team, and I can go out there and I can play any position that you need me to. I really pay attention when it comes in the film room even. When I'm paying attention to film, I can pick out a lot of things, and I'll be out there and I'll be giving my best. I'll hit somebody if I have to. Whatever I got to do to win.
The Bears season kicks off August the 28th in Black Duck. Each opponent will bring their own challenges this season, but it's the games against the local rivals Verndale and Sebeka that excite the Bears the most.
They're close, they're our rivals. They get up for those games, and so do we. So they're fun, they're friendly, but they're a rivalry, and we want to win those ones.
Postseason wins are always a goal for any team. While that's the same for Bertha-Hewitt, they love the opportunity to play in front of the hometown fans the most.
So exciting to have them cheering again. We have just record crowds and so many new fans too, and it's so awesome to have everybody lined up on the edge of the field every week.
Not a lot of people get to feel that Friday night light. Small town, and you get to feel that energy kick in, and it's just you get all that excitement and just a different game.
In Bertha, CJ Baumgartner reporting for Superstation K-106, KWAD, and Sports Cow. Thank you to our sponsors for making this fall sports preview video possible. Central Building Supply, First International Bank and Trust, Kern and Tawbury, Leaf River Ag, Southside Sinclair, Verndale School, West Central Telephone, and Lakewood Health System.
Powered by Wadena's Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade. Follow the Morning Sports Desk on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And watch every show on YouTube.